guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rise. We're back here at the Rady Cave, and guess what? I went out and got a fresh cut because we have some big news coming from Kia. It's the introduction of the all-new Kia Optima. Well, scratch that. It's actually now the Kia K5. So this is a total redesign, top to bottom, and I have all the great stats and the exciting information, and of course, the B-roll footage that Kia has given to us because of the current situation in the world with the pandemic. All the auto shows are canceled, but for right now, we're gonna do it virtually, and then once things clear up a little bit, we'll be back at the auto shows, and I will have my hands on this new 2021 K5. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, guys, there it is. There's the 2021 Kia K5. This particular one's the GT trim. Right off the bat, you're gonna notice the new styling because it's on an all-new platform. It's called the N3 platform. It's stronger, it's lower, it's wider, it's longer, and the wheelbase is also longer as well. So that's not only gonna help styling, but also increase that interior space. Now, with the signature cues that they're using, obviously with the grille, it's that tiger nose grille. They took an inspiration from shark skin, believe it or not, to incorporate it into the design. I think up front, really love the way there's no fake vents. You have those lower fog lamps in each corner, little bit of gloss black here and there, but nothing too crazy. And then from the side, you could really see the beautiful body lines. Now, the way it's gonna work is you're gonna have 5 different trims. GT is the highest. There's gonna also be LX, LXS, GT line, and EX. With the GT, you get 19-inch wheels. You're getting them wrapped in Pirelli P0 tires. You can see from the back the quad tip exhaust. Remember, this is that mid-size sedan to go up against the Accord, the Camry, the Sonata, the Mazda 6, and from the back, the styling is spot on. I like the way I could trace some of the design philosophy from the Stinger GT into this K5. This shot right here, it just makes me want to drool. I mean, the wheels, those 19-inch wheels look great. I love the way the front fascia, how it extends on each corner down there, and the way the grille kind of really extends out wide. Notice how the hood line, just like on some of the other models, kind of slopes down nicely, and the way that Heartbeat DRL goes into the fender really shows a lot of aesthetically pleasing angles all in one design overall. From the back, you're gonna get the signature Heartbeat style taillight design that are all slide. You see the Heartbeat there? Interior, new materials, and new technology. So let's talk about what's going on with this GT. This one has the optional 10.25-inch touchscreen. The way it's integrated, it's absolutely gorgeous. The shifter, that design has been mimicked from a jet fighter plane. You could see there that style, and it really holds true. Even the way that they put some nice design into those AC vents. You're gonna get obviously dual climate control on the GT trim. You're gonna get heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and you have some options like this Bose sound system. It's a 12-speaker system. They went ahead on all K5 models, doesn't matter what trim, they went ahead and increased sound deadening. The windshield is acoustically laminated, so that's gonna help with that interior sound to make it nice and quiet and allow you to hear that Bose sound system. GT and GT line get the flat bottom steering wheel. Love the seats, that leatherette material, the red embroidery, even the piping. It's crazy how you put some red piping on some seats and it just takes it to a whole new level. Some other pieces of technology in the car, all new for the first time ever on a Kia. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's wireless. So you're getting wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, smart key functions. For example, you have your smart key on you, you go to the trunk opens up by itself. Standard infotainment screen size is gonna be 8-inch. This one, of course, has the 10.25. Even the back seat, look how they did that nice design work in the AC vents and 2 USBs. Going back to the beginning here, let's talk about power. On the GT trim, all new power plant, 2.5 liter inline 4 turbocharged engine, putting out a class leading, remember this is a mid-size class leading 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque. It's all going to be routed through a new 8-speed automatic transmission, or for the first time ever, an optional, totally new 8-speed wet style DCT transmission. So this really shows the intentions, those performance sport intentions of this car. 0 to 60, 5.8 seconds. So I'm very, very excited about those performance numbers and about it being on that new chassis. I think the handling is going to improve over the last generation of the Optima. And I think that, of course, that interior space. Now, going down the road, those 19-inch wheels looking really sharp, coming from the front, really nice styling. And even the way they have a little bit of brushed aluminum trim along the top of the windshield there, the side window, looks really great. Simple on the badges, GT, K5. You got that nice simulated rear diffuser there. Even the way that there's a nice trunk lid spoiler there. And that fastback design with the way the chrome trim comes into the trunk, just something that's going to help separate the car. There's so many different styling points on this car that just separates it from the rest of the midsize pack. Now, you will have, obviously, depending on what trim you go with, 16-inch wheels is what you get with the LX. Then there's optional 18 and 19. If you go 18 or 19, or like the 19 specifically on this car, that's where you're getting the Pirelli P0 tires. I guess the big question is, on that interior space, what type of storage containers do we have for our Twinkies and for our Paydays and our Snickers and everything else? But definitely when it comes to level of fit and finish, Kia is really doing something mind-blowing. I mean, they're going to build this alongside the Taillight in Georgia. And even though looking at the gauges, that them being analog, I know a lot of people were hoping for like a 12-inch TFT display. I still think it's a nice mix. Those backlit LED analog gauges with the large 10.25-inch screen, I think you're not going to miss having a large TFT display. But definitely, I see some storage capability there. Wireless charging, obviously, will be an option with the K5. And the fact that the passengers in the back seat get AC vents and 2 USBs, there's other competitors in this segment that, guess what, don't even give you 2 cans and a string back there. So it's nice that they took care of the people up front and in the back seat. Now, if you're wondering, well, when does this GT become available? The GT is actually going to be late to the party. That's going to come out this year, 2020, in the fall. All the other trims, LX, LXS, GT line, and EX are all going to be available during the summertime. So get ready, because these are going to be hitting dealer showrooms. Of course, when it comes to safety, you're going to get all that great safety technology from Kia: blind spot monitoring, emergency brake assist, even things like adaptive cruise control. So you're going to be able to have those features in this car. And the fact that you have lots of different trims to choose from, I think, are great. A large armrest, nice center armrest. Hopefully they put the cup holders the right way, the horizontal way instead of the vertical. Of course, I can't wait to get my hands on this car. Now, as we transition, now what you're looking at, that's the GT line. So this is one trim beneath the GT. Loving that color, that light gray color. And it seems that this car really has a design that no matter what color you throw at it, it's gonna look sexy. And I'm digging it. Especially the way the hood meets up with the grille. There's no front fascia that kind of wraps up. I like that clean design. And that flared out back portion looks really clean as well, and aggressive all at the same time. Very strong, prominent body line on the side by the bottom of the doors. Really think that helps make the side of the car have a lot of character, a lot of style. And the fact that even on the GT line, you're getting those LED fog lamps, that's a good touch. Now, of course, I'm sure LX or LXS, they're probably going to be just fake vents. But that's something that, depending on what trim you go with. Now, power. Are you saying, Joe, do I get the same power as a GT if I go GT line? No. All the other trims, you're going to get a 1.6 liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, put out 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. New transmission. It's a CVVD. That's what they're calling it. And it's this variable valve opening, which allows the transmission to function. So that's some type of new technology on this Kia K5. and you also can option in all-wheel drive. And the all-wheel drive is a smart all-wheel drive system where it could transfer power forward and backward between the rear and the front wheels depending on what those conditions are. But I'm telling you right now, those brake lights, so identifiable. That's what I like about this car. When I first saw the Sonata, because remember, this is the sister to the Sonata, I thought they did a bang-up job on the daytime running lamps with that car. This, though, it's a nice combination of Euro, but with such a cool factor that's you don't really find that much in the mid-size segment. And having the availability of going the 1.6, like in this GT line, or going the larger engine, I think it just allows that flexibility as well when it comes to performance. Now, on the interior of the GT line, the one that they're showing, you do have optional, depending on what color you go with, on the outside, you do have the availability to get red leatherette material with the black embroidery and the black piping and whatnot. And I think depending on whatever color you go with, that really can bring in a nice color contrast to really make it pop. But I think that Kia is definitely on the right track. If you have not driven a Taillight, you're really missing out. So I highly advise getting behind the wheel of one of those. Even the new Seltos is taking this new design philosophy, and the K5 here, it's all mixing it together with some of that traditional Stinger GT styling that we all love. But definitely, it'll be interesting to see what it's going to be like once we get our hands on one here on Rady's Rides, and we'll definitely be bringing it to you. So hopefully you've enjoyed this virtual unveil of the 2021 Kia K5. Is it the 2021 North American Car of the Year? I don't know. I think that they definitely have a big hit on their hands with this K5. But if it's things like these that you want to keep seeing, where I bring you the information as soon as it is available, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content like this just for you, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. We got the new No Zonk shirts and the new On Throttle Rady's Rides shirts that you guys have been asking for. We got to give it up for my wonderful, beautiful, intelligent wife, Lori, getting this production set up all in tune so that we can bring it to you. So definitely show her some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.